The Gospel of our Lord Jesus Christ according to Luke chapter 18, beginning at the first verse. Jesus told his disciples a parable about the necessity for them to pray always without becoming weary. He said there was a judge in a certain town who neither feared God nor respected any human being. And a widow in that town used to come to him and say, "Render a just decision for me against my adversary." For a long time the judge was unwilling. But eventually he thought, while it is true that I neither fear God nor respect any human being, because this widow keeps bothering me, I shall deliver a just decision for her, lest she finally come and strike me. The Lord said, "Pay attention to what the dishonest judge says. Will not God then secure the rights of his chosen ones who call out to him day and night? Will he be slow to answer them? I tell you, he will see to it that justice is done for them speedily. But when the Son of Man comes, will he find faith on earth?" The depiction of the widow in today's parable is of a very strong woman who will stop at nothing to get justice for herself. When an injustice is done to us or to someone else, it will often galvanize us into action on our own behalf or on behalf of others. People will fight tooth and nail to get justice for themselves and for those who are dear to them. The widow in the parable is clearly a fighter. She is up against an unjust judge, which is a contradiction in terms. She is a vulnerable woman, a widow who takes on a powerful man, a judge. Yet in this unequal contest, it is the widow who emerges victorious. She wears down the unjust judge until he gives her what she wants, what she is entitled to. While the judge is depicted in our gospel reading as saying, "I must give this widow her just rights, or she will persist in coming and worry me to death," the more literal translation of "worry me to death" would be "give me a black eye." Jesus sees in this feisty widow a quality that his disciples need. They will need something of her persevering and trusting faith, the kind of faith that remains strong in the face of injustice and rejection. When Jesus asks in his comment on the parable, "When the Son of Man comes, will he find any faith on earth?" he wonders aloud whether he will find people of such persevering and enduring faith when he comes at the end of time. Luke's introduction to Jesus' parable suggests that such persevering faith, a faith that doesn't lose heart, is the fruit of continual prayer. The faith that endures to the end is ultimately a gift from God that is given to those who keep opening themselves to receive it in prayer.